Morning, everyone. My name is Mitch, and I am an alcoholic. And I have your daily reflections for March 23rd, 2021. This one is titled, "And No More Reservations." I have not done daily reflections in a little bit, and I was kind of not falling off my recovery or anything, but I get into other stuff too, but I have to always remember what has helped me with this. And Alcoholics Anonymous is definitely the biggest part that has helped me maintain this sobriety that I have. And I want to share that with everyone else. And this one, it's funny how they seem to connect. Some days more than others. This one really good. So this one is titled, "And No More Reservations." We have seen the truth again and again. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. If we are planning to stop drinking, there must be no reservation of any kind, nor any lurking notion that someday we will be immune to alcohol. To be gravely affected, one does not necessarily have to drink a long time nor take the quantities some of us have. This is particularly true of women. Potential female alcoholics often turn into the real thing and are gone beyond recall in a few years. And that is from Alcoholics Anonymous, Big Book, page 33. And it continues. These words are underlined in my book. They are true for men and women alcoholics. On many occasions, I've turned to this page and reflected on this passage. I need never fool myself by recalling my sometimes differing drinking patterns, or by believing that I am cured. I like to think that if sobriety is God's gift to me, then my sober life is my gift to God. I hope God is happy with his gift as I am with mine. I'm very fortunate and thank God every day for the life that I have now, which I couldn't have got without God's help and my spiritual awakening and understanding of my life and the things that I used to struggle with and would find turmoil in my life with. And Alcoholics Anonymous has saved me. Recovery would not have been possible for me without Alcoholics Anonymous and God. And that's just whom I choose to believe is my higher power, is God, Jesus Christ. And I believe in just a lot. And I'm just very thankful for this. And mainly the part I find funny is the whole holding any reservation that we can maybe one day drink again. And that does happen. And I have had multiple relapses. And that's why it is funny, because I was talking to my counselor about it, and she was asking me what I think about the term relapse as part of recovery. And it could go both ways, because for me, relapses were part of my recovery. But on the other hand, to say that to an addict is giving them a reservation to think that they can maybe relapse and use that as an excuse. And as an alcoholic, we like to find any excuse to drink, and that one's pretty bad if you think about it. I mean, hey, it's just part of my recovery, I had to go relapse and just see if I could. It's very scary. But another thing, thinking about the whole holding on to reservations that we could maybe one day drink again, I was picturing people that fake it. They'll fake it through certain programs. Like I'm in an alcohol program right now, and there's some people you can tell that they probably will drink again, but it's not my place to say it, and I'm not labeling or pointing any fingers at anyone. I mean, I've seen this in rehab. So people want to assume that they can figure it out, and that's how much control alcohol has on them, that they can actually go through some very hard times, which is this court program that I'm in, and it is tough, and it's a long process, and you have to do a whole lot of stuff to get through it. And to think that you have that power to get through it all and you could potentially go back to drinking is insane. because you're thinking you do have control over it because you did all this, when in actuality, that shows how little control you have over it. Because if you're going to go through all this tough stuff that you have to go through and then go back to drinking and think you have control over it, that's just kind of insane to me, because it's just showing how controlled by it you are, that you're willing to go through all these situations just to be able to drink again. And why would we do that when we know that's what got us there in the first place? And that's why it's such a vicious cycle. And that's why they say it's cunning and baffling, because it is. You know, we actually think that we can control it, and I've done it before. And I think I know how to do it now. I know how to not get in trouble the same way before. And there is no way other than just stopping drinking. Because for some of us, we get to the point where we are facing very serious consequences. And to think that we would risk all of that and all we've done to go back to try it again just shows how little control we have over it. Because why would we pick that? Why would we want to even risk it in the first place? We could lose absolutely everything. And another point in this, talking about the women that can become alcoholics more than men. I'm not sure on the stats on that, but I know my counselor just told me the other day, yesterday, that one of her friends had just died, liver failure, and she had only been drinking for 2 years. Like, she was a fitness instructor, very healthy, very good person, helping people, in great shape, and she got into drinking really bad a couple years ago, and it killed her that quick. And that's just how scary this disease is. It can kill us real quick, and we just shouldn't take it for granted. And if you are holding on to any reservations that you can control it again, you just have to seriously take a good look at what good it's caused you. How worth it is it? How fun are those times that you're thinking of and fantasizing about, like those times that you had so much fun drinking? Are those so much better than the pain and misery that it's causing? It's up to you to decide, but I just hope that you guys cannot hold any reservation on thinking it's going to be different, because it's not. And you can have your tools, and you could learn ways to have fun and do all these things without drinking. And there's plenty of people you could reach out to. It doesn't have to be Alcoholics Anonymous. There's plenty of ways you can achieve your sobriety and maintain a healthy recovery. I'm someone that would gladly help any of you guys, and it's my goal to try to help people as I'm helping myself and be a better person for the world. And I'll try to get on these daily reflections a little more again, because I was even falling into a little bit of like, maybe I don't need Alcoholics Anonymous as much as I did before, because now I'm figuring out other ways to do it. And I'm like, no, that's what I've done before. That's when I relapsed, when I started letting my ego tell me that I don't need Alcoholics Anonymous. I've got this. I know what to do now. No, there's something very special and very powerful about AA for me, and I love it. And I hope you can give it a chance if you never have. There's no shame in going to a meeting. And I hope this has helped you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day and a great week. And I love you guys, and one day at a time. Peace out.